All right, my people, welcome back to Critics News with more updates. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here. You see, Igbo people for this country, where they call Nigeria, survival will be very difficult. For Igbo people to survive in Nigeria, the camel will pass through the needle's eye before it can happen. I know that some people will be questioning what is going on, what is wrong, why would you say that? Are you trying to say that this country is not united? It is not. Nigeria is not united. Every time something happens inside this country, they must find Igbo people to blame it on. Igbo people must be the scapegoat of it. Whether they commit or they do not commit, they will feel the heat. Now, let me shock you. It be like saying that this man, now he still talk one thing one time. Be like saying that this man, now he talk something. I don't forget that particular statement. If anybody can remember it, please let me know in the comment section. Now he has come out again, a popular Islamic cleric. He said that the Igbos are the cause of the fuel scarcity in Nigeria and not President Tinubu. He said that the Igbos want to spoil and destroy Tinubu's government. This is what the Islamic cleric is telling his Muslim followers in the mosque. Now, the impact of the fuel scarcity has begun biting hard. It has begun. They say that Ondo local government employees Noge chairman dies after slumping at filling station amid fuel scarcity, wherein they wait for queue. They say, "So my guy, man, they slump and died. May his soul rest in peace." But let's start with the video of the cleric while he was telling his members that Igbos are the cause of the fuel scarcity in Nigeria now.
Masu gaba da Muslim suna neman wai su sa musulmi su ki jininka, ɗan Najeriya su ki jininka, ka tafi nemo wa Najeriya alheri a ƙasar China, sai suka wop kan ka dawo sai suka ce an ƙara mai. Ko bai ba? Lokacin da aka ce an ƙara mai ɗin yana ƙasar. Kafin a ƙara yana da haƙin ya sani ko ba. Mataimakinsa na da haƙin ya sani ko babu. To bayan sun faɗa abin da ya kamata a bada sanarwa sati ɗaya ko biyu za a yi ƙari shiru sai ka an ƙara wani ma bai ji ma an ƙara ba sai da aka je gidan mai saka ga wur an canja ya koma kaza don faɗa da gwamnatin muslim mai faɗa da muslim Allah ka isar mana a kansu. Wai al'ummar musulmi anya ba za a gane kafiran nan suna kin Islam ba, su zagi shugabanninmu na musulmi, su ba ku kuɗi su ce zagi ubanka, su ba ka kuɗi su ce zagi malaminka, su ba ka kuɗi su ce zagi shugabanninka. Wace hauka ce ta kama ka? Allah ka kebo bayi. Shugaban ƙasa Ahmad Bola Tinubu, wallahi mun zaɓe ka saboda Allah ba kuɗi ka bamu ba. In kuɗi ka bamu muka yarjejeniya da kai ka fito ka gaya wa duniya. Jama'a muna son gwamnatin muslim ko akwai mara santa. Muna so saboda Tinubu ko dan Allah, don Allah, saboda Tinubu ko dan kuɗi, don Allah, saboda Tinubu ko dan kabilanci, don Allah, Allah ka karɓa mana. Kar ku yadda ku yi wasa da ƙuri'arku. Ko yara da gobe fito wai zuwa zaben local government wai masu wani yana so wani ya so ku goma a kansila ɗaya ku bar wa mutum ɗaya. Amma ba dan ni ba dan Allah. Jama'a dukkan unguwa mu je don wanda ya yi mana taurin kai kar mu zaɓe shi. Mu bi ƙuri'unmu a gwada a gani. Aka ce a yanzu an koma yayin murdiya kai na ce komai nisan dare.
All right, so I believe you people watched the video, although majority of our viewers cannot understand Hausa, but in case you happen to stay close to somebody who speaks Hausa, they can explain better. Although I've said it in English here, he's saying that Igbos are the major cause of the fuel scarcity in the country and the price hike in fuel in Nigeria now. Igbos, I respect her now because they control this country. Whether it's a Hausa man in the presidency or Yoruba man, it is Igbos that is controlling. I beg go, one of our brother we don't queue for filling station for overtime. They say don't slop, die you for Ondo State. May his soul rest in peace. Now, they say that the persistent fuel scarcity in the country has claimed another casualty as the Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees, which is NOGE, chairman in Akure South Local Government Area of Ondo State, Oluwatuyi Olusoji, died few days after collapsing while waiting to buy the fuel at a filling station. According to a local tabloid in the state, Sunshine Truth, the deceased slumped last week while trying to buy fuel at a filling station in the state capital and was rushed to the Federal Medical Center in Owo. He was said to have undergone a surgery and given up the ghost on Monday. Petrol scarcity has recently hit the country as motorists continue to lament. Long queues at filling stations have worsened traffic conditions with many people stranded at bus stops due to doubled transport fares. Sahara reporters had reported days ago that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPC, claimed that the current fuel scarcity was expected to subside in few days as more stations recalibrate and begin selling PMS. According to the NNPC, the market has been deregulated, meaning that petrol prices are now determined by market forces rather than by the government or NNPC Limited. Additionally, the exchange rate plays a significant role in influencing these prices. On the commencement of lifting PMS from the Dangote refinery, he said that it was awaiting the September 15th timeline provided by the refinery. So Dangote refinery have not started. They have not allowed demand. They will still sabotage that fuel. That fuel that is as clean as water. I know that the government is not happy that we are seeing fuel as clean as water. They will still look, if instead of that fuel to remain clean, they rather put sand, red sand. They rather put red sand inside that fuel to make sure you don't see any good thing in Nigeria. That is the kind of government we have in Nigeria. Wicked souls that doesn't want anything good for the people. Anyways, let us take a listen to, I have a couple of videos here I would want us to watch. Let us listen to Daddy Gio. Well done, sir. Welcome to our program, sir. Oh yeah, give us your testimony, sir.
I went to preach in one of our universities in Nigeria.
Now, he went to preach in one of our universities in Nigeria. I'm interpreting today. What is the name of this university, sir? Can you people be specific for once and say, I went to preach in Ojuelegba University in Lagos, Ojuelegba side, on the 15th of February, 2023. That is the kind of testimony I want to be hearing from now henceforth. If I don't hear it, the Lord will not speak to you people again.
Just as I was about to begin to minister, rain came. The rain was heavy. I expected that the students would just scatter. But they waited. I stood in the rain. I was preaching in the rain. Not a single one of them moved. Well, I finished preaching, gave the altar call in the...
So imagine if this man is standing here like this and the rain is falling on him now. Will that microphone continue to work? Or how did it work? I don't understand. You people should be explaining further, sir. So we'll understand how you people are doing this miracle. So we'll know how to tap into this miracle. People cannot be wasting miracles in this country. With the situation of things in Nigeria, we can no longer afford to be told that you made a miracle and we did not participate, we did not receive. Because I've been shouting amen for a very long time. And I feel it is time I come in contact with this miracle. So if you are going somewhere, tell us. Maybe we know where we want to go. Nobody say when I go tell us one of the. I went to a country in the Asian area and this thing happened. Which country? You know, no go tell us. All right.
Process, the rain stopped. Then the chair I was sitting on before I went to preach, they went and took the chair and broke it to pieces. Each one could get a little bit. The first testimony I heard of all others, one of the students, his sister had been mad for more than 16 years. He went home with that little bit of wood of the chair, touched the sister, and instantly she came out of the madness.
So now don't hear, she came out of the madness instantly as soon as I touched that little. Do you know what it takes to share? Let's say the chair I'm sitting on now, broke it into pieces. Oga, Muna they take suffering, sir. Take suffering. Muna they give us location, so for verification purposes, people will just be telling us stories and tell us one of the universities in Nigeria. You cannot mention the name of that university. And members will believe and shout, yes! Adam. Anyways, we proceed. I want you to listen to Deji Adeyanju on this matter here. I think he had an interview on Peter Obi.
So you think that Peter Obi will become a bigger force in 2027?
Peter Obi alone cannot even challenge General Tinubu. Cannot. But I think if they congregate and work together, they may have a better chance. Because you see, there's so much hunger in the country. The factors that will be working against this president, they are going to be so numerous that even him, because I think someone has told him somewhere that he has won the election. And that is why you can see the effrontery with which he's operating. So, but I think if they start on time, that they might have a fighting chance. But it's going to be a Herculean task.
There are those who say it should be a running mate to a northern candidate. Do you see that as a pathway?
You know, with politicians, you can never be sure. And you can never predict because their ego is bigger than the national stadium.
All right. Let me know what you think about that.
Continue to pay for that.
Okay, so as of today, the importers of petrol to the country, they say landing cost is 1,117 per liter. Unofficial. So it means government subsidizes the rest, right? Unofficial. Now, Dangote wants to be selling crude oil from his refinery at 1,300 per liter. Which is better? Is it not better for us to continue buying the fuel, bringing the fuel, landing it at 1,117 than to buy at...
What do you have against the Dangote refinery?
Absolutely nothing. I think that some critical stakeholders have done a deal somewhere and that they want to start subsidizing Dangote. That is the only thing. Because it doesn't make any sense that you sell crude oil to him in Naira. He should sell at 500 Naira. Because you're already selling the crude oil to him in Naira. The crude oil business, universally, is a business that is traded in dollars. You cannot tell. Let's assume that you're an IOC. You are the one doing the crude at the oil well. And when you do the crude, you can sell the crude at the international market in dollars. The government is now forcing you to sell the crude to Dangote in Naira. Why will you do that? And let's even say government forces you to sell to Dangote in Naira. Should fuel not be cheaper in Nigeria than the fuel that they bring into the country? Because now Dangote's fuel that is refining here is more expensive than the fuel that they are bringing into the country.
Whose fault is that?
It's NNPC. It's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's the one that wants to start subsidizing Dangote.
Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu the MD of NNPC?
He's the Minister of Petrol. We must stop shifting the buck. The buck stops at his table. He must take responsibility for the failure in the oil sector. Every single inadequacy and incompetence in the oil sector, he's to blame. You also need to know...
What about it?
Wahala, this interview, they bust my brain.
Last one or so quarter, we've seen an improvement in the figures released by MBS. Is that an indication of what the president has said? That look, it's a matter of time. You will start seeing the benefit of some of the policy. Would you say that Nigerians should give President Tinubu a benefit of the doubt, maybe for another 6 months, so that we can see what he said we will see. Because if someone says, wait for me for a moment, just be patient, and you will see the benefit of my work, should we give him, out of 4 years, he spent over one year, should we give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe till March next year?
I can tell you that we are not going to see anything.
What do you mean?
My people have a saying that a weekend that will be good is from Thursday. Sometimes it's even from Tuesday that you know. You see, this weekend with Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to be worse than you can ever imagine. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the typical example of a man who is telling you that he's taking you to Ibadan, but he's facing Meduguri. And you are telling us to give him time. So give him time to drive you into Sambisa forest or what. Nothing is going to come out of this government, I can assure you. And you are going to remember, you recall during the presidential election, I kept saying that the opposition should come together. Then if they don't come together, they are going to lose. People called me all sorts of names. Look at today. After the loss was when they started taking my advice. And today, let me also send a charge to them that the time to come together again is now. And they should not wait, and that they should not allow their egos. We know that politicians and their egos can be very huge. And they should not allow their egos to determine the level of conversations that they are having. You see this Bola Ahmed Tinubu that we are seeing, who is charging protesters for treason, is going to attempt stop them.
That is not captured in our laws.
Was it not Akpabio? You have a man like Akpabio in the National Assembly, and you say that's not captured in our law. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu tells Akpabio to jump, Akpabio will say, should I jump to my death? Or how high should I jump? Akpabio that amended the Police Act in 1 day.
That's unfair to say. One man cannot amend the law. The National Assembly is responsible.
Have you seen senators saying no, and Akpabio will say yes? He has done it on national television. There's nothing I'm saying that is not true that we have not seen. He doesn't even allow people to debate. People will raise their hands up in opposition. He doesn't listen to them. You cannot have a dangerous man like that, like Akpabio in the National Assembly.
What do you mean dangerous? Is that not getting too far, Deji?
Of course. Anybody that tells you, Akpabio with his own mouth said that anything the president wants, they will do it. How can you have a legislature? How can you have a legislature that the head of a legislature is the head of the National Assembly? How can you have the head of legislature saying that anything the president, the legislature is supposed to act as a check and balance?
They say it's in the interest of the Nigerian people.
In the interest of the Nigerian people is why you amended the Police Act to extend the tenure of the Inspector General of Police at the detriment of DIGs, AIGs, CPs. So people will not be marking time in the police. And you think this will not cause disaffection because of one man. If they've done it for the police, they're going to do it for the army. They are going to extend, write it down. They will do this same thing for Lagbaja and other people that are doing their bidding. Nations are not built based on the selfish interest of individuals. Laws are not made to meet or to be tailored against the Inspector General of Police. You cannot be doing laws for a person. You do laws for the generality of society. And it was Justice Rose Viver that said at the Supreme Court, in the case of Nwadiagwa and Anambra and Imo River Basin Development Commission Authority, that once strong men begin to use institutions to their advantage, that you will have a situation where institutions will be extremely weak and the will of strong men will continue to prevail. And that is why you can see the will of strong men prevailing under the Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime. Until in that same case, Justice Rose Viver, JSC, said that until we have strong institutions, our country will never progress. So the focus of every administration should be building strong institutions that is beyond men. You cannot be making laws for the benefit of few individuals and you tell me that we have a legislature. We do not have a legislature, unfortunately. We have a rubber stamp legislature, and it is most unfortunate.
So, in essence, you do not think we can give the president a chance, a benefit of the doubt? That's what you're saying.
He's driving in the wrong direction. He's taking us to Meduguri, and the nation wants to go to Ibadan. So there is no chance because we can see that these policies.
Are you not being pessimistic?
It's not being pessimistic, it's being real.
Your
You cannot.
Your perspective of how things should go might not be right.
In 1 year.
In your analysis of how things should go might not be right.
Yes, in
and
1
there
year.
are those who will give you examples of how economies of the world have gone in similar path, but eventually they rebound.
No economy of the world has gone this path before and rebounded. In 1 year of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime, he borrowed more money than Buhari borrowed in 8 years.
Is that a fact? Or that's
you can confirm.
That's not quite true.
No, it's correct.
It's not quite
true.
That's not exactly true.
No, it's true. You can fact check me. Fact check me.
No, it's not exactly true.
No, I said this is what he has done. You can fact check me. Now, are you not delighted that we are now the third largest borrower from IMF? It's an accomplishment. That's the direction that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is driving us. He's taking us to Maiduguri, close to Sambisa Forest. We can't give him time. Because the more time we give him, the more destruction
it's
he will
constitutional
cause.
to give him time. He has 4 years.
Of course, nobody is struggling his 4-year mandate with him. But we are saying that this place you are going, and this is what the protesters are saying, that this road you are going, you must make a U-turn. And citizens have the right. Citizens even have the right to demand that the president resign. Citizen is a constitutional guaranteed right.
Has it gotten to that point?
It's so that it doesn't get to that point. That's why everybody is shouting. You are taking us to Sambisa Forest. Please, Mr. President, make a U-turn. The man says no, that his economic policies are going to yield fruits. And that's why he took almost 100 people to China to go and borrow money.
Use someone like me.
Hey, Redu, I believe so. I enjoyed this particular podcast. I beg, if you watch this far, help me share this video, Biko. Help me share this video. That's an interesting episode right there. Okay, nice one, Deji. Anyways, if you want some money, go Nigeria. Please don't forget to use Tap Send, no Bonge app when you go use, and you go get benefit. If you use my promo code, which is Critics News, writing it in capital letters, you are going to get £5 for those in UK, €5 for those in Europe, $10 for those in Canada and USA, and 25 AED for those in Dubai. So may want to download them from Play Store or App Store. Okay, use it today and then get this benefit. Please, thank you and God bless you. Share this video.